All right, I'm just testing the new intro. Did it come out clear on your guys' end? Because when I play this shit on my end, it sounds all muffled. Um, that is not me. That is a dude named Dennis Piana. Piana, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce it, but yeah, that is Seek and Destroy, done in the style of ZZ Top. So if you like Metallica and ZZ Top, it's pretty cool. I like it. All right, that's pretty much all I'm doing. I really, I don't know. All right, let's see what you said here. Yeah, I like it too, Mo. I like metal and I like ZZ Top. I like all kinds of pretty much anything rock I like except for gay rock. Well, Kurt's gay husband, I would let you snort cocaine off of my dick. I would. Yeah, I played it twice on purpose. Probably ought to have you guys check my spelling because I can't spell for shit. Make sure I spelled everything right. Hang on, I gotta test something else real quick. This is not gonna be a fun stream because I'm just testing shit. Hang on, I gotta test something else here. That you guys won't even be able to see. I'm just trying. There are certain options that like you can't check them unless you're live, which kind of sucks. Here, let me try this. All right, you guys could hear that doing right. Let's see what that is. Yep. All right. I'm just playing with shit. Hold on. I'm gonna play that intro one more time. Hmm. All right. Hang on. Yeah, if you got something else to do, go do it because this is gonna be fucking boring. 'Cause all I'm doing is testing shit. All right. Hang on one second. I got Hmm. Well, this isn't going very well at all. All right. You okay? You just now got the notification. Well, that's no surprising. My notifications don't go out at all anymore. Well, I shouldn't say at all. Only about a third of the people that have notifications turned on for me get them on any given stream. OCD cleaning spree. Well, I mean that's just one of the many services we offer here. Why in the hell aren't my banners showing up? What's up, Sharkbait? Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right. So you guys just now got the, yeah, that's people either get them really late or they don't get them at all. All right, since there's a few more people in here, I'll show you the new intro and you guys tell me what you think. And be honest, if it sucks, just tell me it sucks. I don't care. And check my spelling. All right. Yeah, I don't. I know Susan's gone, which is a good thing, but I kind of doubt it'll get any better. Am I staying live? I'm not really planning on it. If you guys got something you want to talk about, I can, but like I've got nothing planned. I didn't even throw my link out. If somebody has something they want to come and talk about, we can do it, but otherwise, well, because JFK had it scheduled for 4 o'clock, but Matt was still live, so I scheduled it for later. But originally it was 4 o'clock, but I didn't want to go live while Matt was live, so I rescheduled it. I'm just testing the new intro and testing some other things. So this is actually going to be pretty boring, to be honest. Unless somebody has something they want to come up and talk about, I don't care. I can do it either way. Check cash up in a bit. Miranda, look, I do appreciate it, but really stop giving me money. You you have you have kids, you know what I mean, and you don't need to be giving me money. I appreciate it, but um, yeah. Who thinks Alex Murdaugh is guilty? I've not been following that as close as I want to be. Now, I think he's a complete fucking asshole, but did he murder his family? I don't know. The thing is, though, he was strung out on oxys, and like people do fucked up things when they're strung out on oxys. I know because I did fucked up things when I was strung out on oxys. Like I never killed my family, but I don't know. The thing is, though, that family had so much hate because they fucked so many people over, you know? But I've watched part, I usually, all I see of that trial, I've watched some of it live, but like I just watched the highlights people put out, and granted, they're not really even close to being done, I don't think. But so far from what I've seen, I don't know that I would find him guilty of murder, you know? But when I'm not watching like this, like our so-called community here, trials is one of the things that I do watch. There's a channel called Mondo or something like that where he just shows clips of fucked up things that happen in court. I like to watch that kind of stuff. Like you don't get to see the whole process, but all the body language, people think he's guilty. Yeah, but is that by people who actually know how to read body language or, just because I've been taught how to read body language, and I'm not an expert at it, but the people think that they know how to read body language when they don't, because I've heard people say, "Oh yeah, if they look down and to the left, that means they're lying." That is not true. For one thing, looking down to the left doesn't necessarily, it can mean that they're lying. It depends on them. But you don't look for just one thing. You look for clusters of things of like three or more. So yeah, a lot of people think they know how to read body language, but they really don't. Yeah, I know his older son had a drunk driving boat wreck and killed a girl and wasn't taking accountability for it. And because his family's so powerful, he was probably gonna get away with it. So that's a reason why him and his mom might have been killed. Good, Miranda. I'm glad you got your car fixed. Yeah, hopefully it's a lot safer now. And then they had a maid that somehow died mysteriously or whatever. I don't know. And then some kid got killed on the side of the road. They think he had something to do with. I don't know. I don't know all of it, but there's a lot of bad shit. Yeah, right, drone racer. If you have a baseline, it's easier to go by that. Like when I was taught to interview people, because like when I was hunting fugitives, I didn't have to prove a case on them because all I wanted them for was bail jumping, and I would have paperwork on that, so I didn't have to prove them guilty. Uh, but where learning body language came in is like when you go and talk to people that know them, they will lie to try to, hide where he's at or whatever. And yeah, that's what you go in and you watch and you ask them innocuous questions that you already know the answers to. And then you can tell what they look like when they're telling the truth or when they're lying. And yeah, a baseline does help, but you can't do it without a baseline. I mean, really, that's why I stopped watching Tommy early on because if you know how to read micro expressions, and he made it easy, could he put his face right up in the camera, and like his micro expressions were dead giveaways sometimes. Dog the Bounty Hunter is he's legit. And I only ever met him one time. So he's legit. He was legit way before they put him on TV. But when you have cameras around, in my opinion, it makes him look stupid. But he's a legit bounty hunter. And the only reason I met him was because, and like I knew a few people that knew him. You know what I mean? And before I got into the business, I just thought he looked like an idiot. But after getting to know how it really works and how having cameras around changes things, then I changed my opinion on him. But the only reason I met him was because we had a couple of girls get murdered in a gas station in the county that I lived in. and every fucking bounty hunter, U.S. Marshal, and FBI was fucking on this guy, and so he came to where we were. And when you're a bounty hunter operating in somebody else's area, it's kind of it's kind of customary to hit up, the other bounty hunters in that area and say, hey, I'm here and whatever, and they need help. So yeah, he's legit. He's got, I don't even know how many thousands of. He's got way more than I ever had. But yeah, having cameras around makes things different. Yeah, I didn't know those girls personally, but it was the ex-wife or ex-girlfriend of my neighbor. And this is such a small community. It's like it was personal to everybody. And this motherfucker comes in from out of town, robs a gas station, and kills two young ladies. And I got a story about that too. This guy, supposed the official story is that he went into the woods and killed himself. Um, Thing is, though, he was rolled up in a carpet and shot. Somebody's gonna kill themselves and gonna roll themselves up in a carpet. Um, I actually know what happened, but I probably shouldn't say. Oh shit, yeah, JFK. Yeah, a benzo withdrawal and alcohol withdrawal can actually kill you. So if you're still going through it, you probably should go to the hospital so that they can keep you monitored. Like as many benzos as I used to take, I really never got hooked on them, but I know a lot of people that had to go through that withdrawal, and it looks horrible, and it's dangerous actually. You just got one. Well, I mean that'll be good for a while, but if you only got one, then you'll be back into. I'm not kidding. Benzo withdrawals is one of the two withdrawals that can actually kill you because I mean it causes seizures and that kind of thing. Are you like I had a problem this month where I couldn't get my morphine, I couldn't get my Lyrica, I couldn't get uh Ambien. There's some kind of shortage where like nobody's getting their stuff. Is that why, or do you mind saying? Well, I mean, hopefully you JFK. I mean, I hope he kicks the alcohol, and I'm like I'm not exaggerating. You should probably go to the hospital. Did I see Rami's catch? No, no. I heard. No, I saw they were listening to it on Ed Stream last night, but I didn't hear the whole thing. I heard he finally acted like a professional for once. Hey, what's up, Shauna? He's been sober for 2 weeks. That's awesome. I hope that he can keep it up. If you don't mind saying, was it by his choice or did something bad happen and he kind of like had to do it? Your daughter has a script. Well, I mean, that's cool and all, but once somebody gets behind and you start loaning to each other, I mean, so you're all always going to be behind. You know what I mean? Once you get into that deficit, but I mean, I understand. I've done the same thing, for people. Back when they had me on, what was it called, Vicodin? Like I always had extras because I didn't take as many as I could have, back then. But other people, it was like fucking probably 60% of the shop I worked at, we were all on Vicodin because we'd all been hurt or whatever. But um, guys would always run out, man, and they would come begging, "You got any extra? You got any extra?" It's like, yeah. So you loan them some, and then I mean, most of the time I got them back, but then the next week they were out again. So like they were always looking to buy, looking to borrow, looking to whatever. It's a bad cycle. Yeah, detox is rough, especially, well, the thing, I understand him not wanting to go someplace, but at least there you can be monitored. When I was in a facility, I forget the name of it now. Yeah, River Bend in Lafayette's what it was called. Great. It was of course, the circumstances of being were pretty crappy, but it was a nice place. The staff treated you good. I mean, I couldn't eat, but like they had an actual chef, to cook, and wasn't a bad place to be really. But we had a woman there who was withdrawing from alcohol, and they were checking on her every 15 minutes, and she still died. They kept her door open so that they could keep an eye on her better. And like where I was sitting talking to whoever, I just happened to catch a glance and I nudged this dude. I'm like, man, that chick's dead. And he's like, oh no, she's not dead. She's just in bad shape. But no, they ain't gonna let her die. So I didn't say anything. And then like 10 minutes later, they all went rushing in there and closed her door. And then they made everybody go into their room while they took her out, and she had passed away. Oh man, that sucks. Thing about Vicodin overdoses, it's not the hydrocodone, it's not the narcotic that gets people, it's the fucking Tylenol in it. That's why they don't. That's why they changed it all to Norco. Norco only has 325 milligrams, where they used to put 1,000 milligrams in some of them. Hey, what's up, Lala? Yeah, I think we've talked about that before, JFK. That's why I don't get people that snort Vicodin. I guess they get something out of it, but like you're snorting mostly Tylenol and fillers. There's very little actual narcotic in there, and like your sinuses get clogged up with all the other bullshit, you know. And then like if you mix Tylenol and alcohol, um, like even if you're just taking just the Tylenol by itself, taking it the right way, just mixing it with alcohol can fuck up your liver too. Yeah, well, I mean JFK, we us addicts, we just can't help ourselves sometimes, especially when you're feeling down about something or whatever. Then you're fighting that constant monkey on your back, even if you've been off of them for a while. And that's the thing. People are more likely to overdose right after they've gotten clean and relapse because they don't have the tolerance that they used to. I've known a bunch of people like that. They get clean for a couple of months and then they relapse and they take the same amount that they were taking before and they can't handle it anymore and it kills them. Yeah, benzos do make some people crazy. Like they don't. It takes a shitload before it really even affects me. But like I never got crazy on it, and I usually mostly took them for sleep. But like it takes a lot. It takes a lot of Xanax or whatever or Klonopin to actually get me to sleep. And for a while, I think I've told the story before. For a while, they had me on Halcyon. I think it was a Klonopin or Xanax during the day, and then Halcyon at night. But Halcyon is some wild shit, man. Like I guess I was taking them and going to bed with my old lady and getting up and like taking them again. So she knew something was up. She started following me around and like taking away from me and stuff. And I just would not remember it. And then one morning I woke up on the couch and my left hand was all cut to shit. I'm like, oh fuck, what happened? I'm looking around and didn't see anything out of place. Went upstairs and made sure she was okay. I wake up with a bloody hand all cut to shit. So I'm checking on my kids, checking on her, because I couldn't remember anything. And uh, she said that I went to bed, got up, and disappeared. So she came to check on me. I was sitting at the kitchen table, sharpening a knife, and while I was sharpening it, I was just cutting right through my hand and didn't feel it. So she got that shit away from me, and yeah, not cool. Yeah, Ghost Malone. That's exactly it. Taking 21 milligram pills. Yeah, I mean, for somebody that's addicted to it, I think that's pretty average. The way I would do it is, I actually liked Klonopin better than Xanax because it seemed to last longer. And I would get 1 milligram pills, and I would take three or four or five of them at once, and then a few hours later do it all over again. But with all that shit that I was doing, I never actually got hooked on the benzos. I got lucky there. Take 20 at once, yeah. I've seen people do that. What size bra do I wear? It doesn't really matter because I just wear them on my head anyway. Oh man, yeah, that black tar. Like I've never been into heroin, but I dodged that bullet. But I've seen plenty of people that, just like me, doctors started them out on pain pills so they could work or whatever, and doctor cuts them off and they fucking wind up on heroin. It sucks. No, Lala, benzodiazepines are they are not pain pills. Um, they are like an anti-anxiety drug, supposed to help you relax or sleep. But no, they aren't painkillers. Now, sometimes they do use like Valium. They use Valium. Valium is also a benzo. They will use that as a muscle relaxer. Now, like Valium fucking does nothing for me. I took, I don't know, like 80 milligrams one time and it did absolutely nothing. So I don't know why Valium, I think Valium is just for housewives. Yeah, I know. Sometimes they say this one's safer than that one, but I don't really necessarily believe that. Yeah, Ghost Malone, that's exactly what happens. That happened. I was, believe it or not, I was never a drug guy until I got hurt. And they started me out on Vicodin and I I never I for 2 years I was on Vicodin and I never got hooked on it. And then I they sent me to a different pain management doctor and he said you're getting too much Tylenol. I'm going to switch you to oxys. And like I knew because I knew people that were hooked on Percocets. And oxycodone is oxycodone, whether it's time released in oxys or instant release in Percocets. And they're like, "Oh no, this time release is not as addictive." And like, in the back of my mind, I knew it was bullshit. But I'm like, well, this guy's been to medical school and I haven't, so what do I know? And I lost control on the oxys. I I handled it good at first, but before you knew it, they were. And plus, like I had a different doctor that like he'd say, "Hey, how are the oxycontins working?" If I didn't say they were absolutely great, which I never did, he would ratchet up the prescription. And, like I wouldn't even know that he'd ratcheted it up until I got to the pharmacy, you know. So they kept ratcheting it up, and then before I knew it, that wasn't enough. So I was buying other people's prescriptions. And the only reason I didn't wind up on heroin probably is because I had at that time I was making really good money, so I could afford the pills, you know. The doctor said Valium's almost impossible to overdose. No, JFK, that is not true. I've known a couple of people that OD'd on Valium. Going on, Vlad. I mean, if you're taking benzodiazepines, like if you take enough of anything, it's gonna fucking kill you. Tramadol, yeah, I've had tramadol, but it's worthless. I got to take like six of them damn things to feel anything. Yeah, they say tramadol. They say is like a semi-opioid, whatever the fuck that means. It's a synthetic opioid, but I've tried it and I had to take a shitload to get any help. That's the thing. Doctors say shit. I think they say shit just so you're not scared of whatever they're about to do to you. But I think doctors lie a lot. I had one doctor tell me that um, as long as you take your pain pills the way we tell you to, you will never get addicted. And I had a few doctors say that, but we know that that's all bullshit. The majority of the pill addicts out there started out by getting prescriptions. You can take it if you take it the right way for like 2 months. Most people will be, you getting an opioid 3 times a day for 2 months, and then you stop all of a sudden. You're gonna know it's gonna do something to you. Yeah, you're right, Ghost. Well, they want to keep you coming back, that's for sure. And especially if they have when they have people on narcotics, uh, that person is never gonna miss an appointment because your body just needs the shit. You can't function without it. Oh shit, Samuel! I didn't know your mom died. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, that'll put you in a. In case y'all haven't heard yet, Sarah Luco lost her mother yesterday, so keep her in mind. Yeah, Samuel, when that shit catches up to you and hits you all at once, man, it's weird how you can be kind of numb at first or whatever, and then you think that you're dealing with it okay, and then pow, it just hits you. I get it, man. Yeah, JFK gabapentin doesn't help me, but Lyrica does, pregabalin. But I got to take a lot of it. I tried taking a lot of gabapentin, and like it just did nothing. It didn't make me feel different. It didn't help with the neuropathy, but the Lyrica does if I take enough. Everybody's body's different. Some people Lyrica doesn't work, but gabapentin does. Yeah, my parents are both 71 and they aren't in the greatest of health. So I know I'm going to be losing mine here pretty soon and I'm not going to handle it very well. And the thing is, my parents have been together for, oh, what, about 52 years. And yeah, when one goes, the other one is going to go shortly after. That's how that works. So I know that I'm looking at losing both of mine very soon, and I think about that a lot. You know what, Ghost Malone? I don't fear death. I really don't. In a lot of ways, it'll be a relief, but every single one of us faces it. Now, I say I don't fear death, but uh, like when I had that uh, grain truck accident here a few months ago, I mean, I was pretty calm about it, but I was like, oh, fuck. I gotta admit, I was scared for a split second. And then I realized that I had to take some action or I was gonna wind up killing the other guy. But yeah, for a split second, I probably was scared. But then I realized, hey, you gotta get your shit together and fucking do something. Because, like, I really thought I was gonna get hurt way worse than I did. But, like, I knew I was fucked. But at that point, the only thing to do was to try to not kill the other guy. So. Yeah, uh, Malone, none of us really knows what's on the other side. A lot of people have their beliefs, religious or otherwise, and they feel like they know, for sure. And if that helps them get through life and gives them some kind of solace, I say more power to them. I mean, we don't know. Maybe we get reincarnated. There's evidence for that. Maybe there is a heaven and hell. There's evidence for those. Um, Maybe we just cease to exist and that's it. There's evidence for that too. Samuel, you're fine, man. So every now and then we have that kind of stream, and it's cool, man. You're fine. If you gotta let something out, let it out. So yeah, every now and then we have streams like this where, um, you know, things are a little bit serious, and that's fine. We can do that. I mean, I've been in the room when people passed away, and I've been in cars when people have passed away, and some other stuff. And I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest with you. It's like you can when you watch the light go out of somebody's eyes, it like you know in that second that they're gone because their eyes just it's almost like you see a soul leaving them. You know what I mean? Um, and then that last like the death rattle. Yeah, it's a strange experience. Yeah, some people think that this whole thing we're doing right now is just a rung on the ladder for what lies beyond and where we've already been. I don't know who Matt Fraser is, but like I've studied all different kinds of religious beliefs and things like reincarnation and I mean some believe that um, every time we live a new life, we it's kind of like training for something down the line, you know. Oh yeah, I can give you the link. I didn't even think about throwing the link out, but yeah, hang on, give me a second. You don't have to worry about being quick either. You can do whatever you want. There you go. If somebody, uh, well, I don't know if she wants that or not, but I just been thinking about Sarah Luco because she lost her mother yesterday. Um, she was in the chat here yesterday, so hey man, how you doing? Good, no problem.
Oh shit! I thought had it muted. Sorry about that. I live next to an airport.
You're fine. I couldn't hear a plane, so
Oh, there you go. Hey, appreciate it, Ghost. Sorry about being a little bit of a dick there, but I managed to get this the last third to last day,
oh wow,
and that's gonna go right there, and the little hearts gonna be right here.
oh
Hearts are a
wow.
ton. Yeah, but everybody here has been real cool about it, real supportive, and I try not to bring that shit out, but I appreciate y'all.
Ain't no
Thank you.
problem, man. Just goes to show you don't know what people are going through, you know.
Well, I mean, when I found this, I've been watching a couple groups, a couple catcher groups, and something had happened where somebody's niece had died in a fire or something, and I think it was Nick.
Yeah, Nick's niece died in a fire.
Yeah, and I don't know shit about etiquette when it comes to this. So, you know, somebody said just come up if you got any words to say, and it was like right there, when I'm going through that with my mom. So they just pour it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
When it
just
comes to stuff like this, like there's no right way to handle things. There's no wrong way to handle things. Everybody's a little bit different. You just got to be you and do what you got to deal to help yourself process it.
yeah, no, for sure. I've been telling people that since we found out, since she was diagnosed with it. But
Hmm.
like some people are gonna scream, some people are gonna cry, some people are gonna put it in the Lord's hands, and then some people are gonna get a whiskey and Lone Star 5 times over.
Hmm. Yeah. Some
But either
people
way,
like me,
thank you all.
I make jokes at funerals. You got to kind of be careful how you do it. But if I can make if somebody's crying, if I can make them laugh for 2 seconds, you know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, no, I hear you. But like I said, man, I'll be quick. I'll let y'all do your thing here. Thank
all
you
right,
very
man.
much
You're
for letting
welcome
me come up and
anytime.
show that, man. That everybody. I came up here that first time because I saw a comment that said there were no good people in this community, and the only reason I've really gotten through this is because of a group of people in this community.
Yeah. Yeah, for as fucked up as this community is, there really are some good people here, and
Agreed.
there are people that
Agreed.
I didn't even say anything, but they could tell something was up, and they reach out to me and help me out. It does mean a lot, man.
Well, when you nerd out on something and people hear you, even when you're just in chat, people know the way your mannerisms and shit. They can definitely tell.
Hmm. Yeah,
That one's just Sprite. Taking
good,
the day off.
good.
Yep. Right on. I'll turn the camera off, but I'll hang around if you don't mind. I'll mute it.
Man, that's cool, man. That's no problem. Do whatever you want, whatever makes you most comfortable.
Thanks again.
No problem. Well, this was just going to be a real quick test stream, but you just never know what's going to pop up out of nowhere. But that's fine. So some of the best streams I ever had were completely unplanned.
Well, now that my camera's
But
off, I
yeah,
can go back to drinking.
hey, you do you, man. Ain't no
I'm
judgment
fucking
here.
kidding. I turn off the camera for the pot. I don't know the rules.
I have no rules.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Just you can
Let's
do
mute
whatever
it
the
up.
fuck, dude. I talk about ball gags. I've snorted coke on stream before.
Oh shit! That's right. What was
Yeah,
it?
you ain't got to worry about that here.
Oh yeah. No, I'm low key compared to that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, my only real rules are just don't dox anybody and don't threaten anybody with violence. That's pretty much. And some things go by case basis, but I don't give a fuck if you want to smoke pot, man.
It's
I
a
wish
busy
that
little airport by me.
I can't even hear the planes, so you're all
Every
right.
time they go by, I'm muted.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I like airplanes anyway, so
it's a little like a small plane, little Cessnas, I guess they're called.
hmm.
Little small planes, so they're just constantly going by. They teach out of it.
Right. Yeah, them little airports can be very busy if they're in the right place, especially if they have classes going on. I
Yeah,
looked
no,
into. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that airport is actually pretty nice. They got a restaurant in there. They got all kinds of shit there that has really nothing to do with the airport, but for the people around here.
Right. Yeah, little airports like that kind of have, they're very, what's the word? They're very cliquish. Um, like the ones that have their own private little restaurants and stuff. And yeah, I tried to stay out of all that back when I was flying. And there's just, if you, the drama in small airports and in little places like that in that community, it's not as bad as the drama here, but it's bad.
So there went the drugs. Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to lose that.
yeah, that's fucking hilarious. I forgot about the coach thing. Like that was legit. Like I felt that, man. I definitely felt that. Like fuck today, fuck everything. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I felt that for sure.
Yeah, I think we all get that way sometimes. And you know what? Like the last time I had Coke before that was on Halloween. And I'm like, hey, I'm not going to do this shit anymore. It's not fun anymore. It just makes my chest hurt because it makes my heart go 100 miles an hour now. And I should have stuck with that because it just wasn't. I mean, it was a good product, but it just fucking it doesn't help me feel good like it used to. So there's no point in doing it anymore. It's just going to become another fucking habit that I can't afford.
Yeah, when you first start doing that shit, it's the enhancement.
Oh yeah, yeah. There ain't no high like the first high. That's for sure.
Oh man, I think my first one's like 19, maybe 20 years old, and I'm an electrician. So we're in
Mm.
the work truck, and the guy I work for, my journeyman, got him a 20 a day from another fucktard that we work with, and it's like monkey see, monkey do, because I don't know what I'm doing. And
Right.
I'm just watching him like he's like, okay, he rolled up a dollar bill. Okay, let me roll up a dollar bill. All right, he stuck it in the bag. Let me stick it in the bag. And he just, whatever. And my dumb ass just like a 20 to the dome. Like wasn't even holding the bag. Like he's like, man, you gotta just
Mm.
pitch it and have a little bit in the corner.
Oops.
I think I did it all. I think I did it all.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like I've worked, well, I was a steel worker for 20 years, so I'm very familiar with and I've done construction, so I'm very familiar with the blue collar lifestyle. You know what I mean? And yeah, everybody wants to fit in, and everybody wants to fuck with each other, and yeah, I get it.
I feel bad. I got my stepson into it now because now we're commercial roofers. This is my dad's company. And he didn't have nobody worth the shit, so I ended up going. I spent 40 years managed to not work for my father-in-law,
Right.
but now I'm a fucking roofer.
Yeah, I did a fair amount of that. That's some hot work, man.
Get to play with a flamethrower.
Yeah, I never got to do that. What I did was all tar paper and architectural shingles. I never had to use a flamethrower.
Oh no, torch down modified. Good times.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of company you work for, but I was just working for my uncle, and so safety regulations were not well enforced, and like you get your scaffold or whatever, and it's like held together with duct tape, and then you have a board that's like 8 inches wide to make a bridge to another rickety one, and oh yeah, good times.
No, you hear him all day long.
Yeah,
Yeah, people look at me crazy because being an electrician, like we just learned. They taught me to walk a fucking ladder. They there was no you didn't do that. There was no ocean bullshit. It's like they taught
right.
you to get on top of the 6 footer, or top of the last step, and just kind of wiggle back and forth and makes that ladder walk forward.
Yep. Hey, what's going on, Lisa? Yeah, we had when I was a kid. The reason I got into airplanes because when I was a kid, right next to my parents' house, there was a little private airstrip where the farmers would keep their planes, to check on their crops and find lost cows or whatever they were doing. And from the time I was a little kid, like I'd be out riding my bike and they'd come down, to get the plane to take off, and they'd be like, "Hey, want to go for a ride? Go ask your mom." I'm like, "Well," I would just go pretend like I asked my mom and come back and be like, "Yeah, she said it's okay." And then I
Never been
started
on a
flying with
plane.
them, and
Sorry.
hmm?
I was gonna say to JFK. Never been on a plane, huh? It's really not that bad. Them little ones, I'm sure, would not be a good one to do for your first plane trip, but it's not so bad.
Oh, JFK, you got to go skydiving at least once.
Oh, he's fucking with me.
Hmm?
JFK,
No,
you're in the chat.
yeah,
Said he went skydiving with you.
no, no. I said everybody should go skydiving at least once.
Oh, that's okay. I was like, hey, he's fucking with me then.
No, actually, JFK is a chick.
And that's on who I am. All right, on. Sorry about that. Dumbass. Skydiving instructor. Nice. That's
Mm,
badass.
that'd be a cool job.
I can't. I get so pissed when I found out they didn't do that at this airport. I find out it's right there. Fuck kids
Hmm.
finally get to do it. There's no skydiving there.
Well, I mean, there's places all over. There's probably one fairly close to you. You just don't know it. And even if
Yeah.
you got to drive a couple hours just to do it one time, man.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. The one I want to do is the I don't know what you call it, but I mean they tow you up there with one of them little planes and unclip, and there you go, just gliding down.
Oh, well, you talk about a glider?
I guess so. They got the bar, they steer that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can get a hang glider and theoretically do it off of your house.
Don't talk to me like that, man. I'm a skateboarder. I do dumb shit.
You actually might be able to, if you have the right kind of hang glider, you actually might be able to get up enough speed on a skateboard to take off.
No, the one I want is there's an inflatable boat setup that's got a big fan in the back, like those little carts.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never did anything like that though.
Yeah, no, that's the one I was looking at. It's actually not that. I was surprised it was only like $2,500 to get set up for death.
Hmm.
I think. I think that's the kit without the boat.
I think if you turn your AC on, the gas gauge will be messed up. But it shouldn't be. And when you run your air conditioner, it will make you use more gas, but it shouldn't mess up your gas gauge unless, like, you have a. If the fuse is on the same circuit, it shouldn't be. But I don't know about that. I don't know about your car. Um, yeah, when you use the air conditioner, it does make your engine work harder, and you do use more gas. It has oil. Okay, what has oil on top of it? If you've got oil anywhere besides inside your uh, pan, you've got a problem somewhere. Not necessarily a bad problem, but
Blown out gasket or something.
yeah. You have oil on your gas gauge. That's if you got oil in your dash, you got a real problem, and you're probably not driving.
I told him you hate working with him.
Sorry about that.
Ain't no problem, man. We're pretty informal here. Um, I am going to start making everybody that comes on camera wear a uniform, though. I just don't know when we're going to start that.
What are we wearing? What kind of uniform?
Well, let me put it to you this way: you've already got one, and it won't cost you anything.
All right. Be naked.
Naked. Um, that's really my only rule is you're supposed to be naked here, but that's okay. We'll give it a pass today.
Yeah, no, I already did that once on StreamYard. I'm not doing that again.
It's all
Fireball,
right.
half a handle of Fireball in StreamYard.
Not good. Yeah, I feel you.
That's heavy.
No, I believe you, man. I've been on panels completely. Yeah, people
Oh
hit me up the
yeah,
next day, be like, "Hey, are you all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Well, because last night you said whatever. And I'm like, I never said that. Yeah, you did on so and so stream. I'm like, what? I don't remember being on a stream. And they're like, no, you said this and that. I'm like, oh fuck.
man.
Oh well.
Just recently, the group that I watched, but I think something similar to that happened. We were part. It was the night that I got all fucked up. We were just drinking, just having fun on here, and I was trying to get. I would think I did the show your pets or whatever, and whoever was doing that.
That was me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Because it was just me and one other person that did it. I think. Either way, it was that
No,
night.
I think
So
two others. Yeah.
two others. Oh, that dog, tiny little fence.
Yeah. Yeah. Sam.
And I was trying to get back to OPP, and I somehow got on to hear something. And Savvy said there was just a little guy with no shirt on sitting there like, come on, let me out. Yeah, I might get me out of the backyard.
Right.
Oops. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not super. I do like Fireball, but I'm not super crazy about it. Jess got me a bottle of Fireball for my birthday a couple of years ago, and I drank that fucker pretty quick. So
yeah, I put a half a handle down that night.
yeah, I don't. To me, it doesn't really take. I don't think it says it's whiskey, but I really don't think Fireball is whiskey, man. It seems pretty weak to be whiskey.
No, Fireball is. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Fireball is. The start of the zombie apocalypse from the field of hangover. That shit sucked. I was fuck dead hangover. Not just I don't
Yeah,
feel good. A hangover where you move and
yeah, those suck. I don't usually get hangovers, but I have had them, and yeah, Back in the day when I was drinking a lot, my cure for a hangover was a banana, a bottle of Gatorade, and a couple of aspirin. The banana, you to replace all the potassium you lost from pissing up the night before, and the Gatorade to recharge your electrolytes, and the aspirin for your headache, and it seems to work.
But you didn't have your cam on whenever you did that coke stream, did you? I remember hearing it. I don't remember seeing anything.
Hmm?
I said you didn't have your cam on that night you did the coke stream, right? Because I don't remember seeing anything. I remember
No,
hearing
no,
you talking about it.
not no, not this last time, but like I've
I
been
didn't think
on like
so.
lo- yeah. The thing is I was um I try not to put my crimes on camera. So
That's
when
what I
I
was
did it
like.
this
You
last
didn't
time,
like.
I didn't actually show it, but like I've been on Locksmith's straight like shortly after he started his channel, and like I was already all fucked up, and yeah, so yeah.
Coming
When
in
I
there
have my
with
wits about me, I don't put my crimes on camera, but I
that's
get a
funny
little
shit.
sloppy sometimes.
It happens. That's funny. Kind of weather y'all having. It turned out to be great out here.
Say that again.
What kind of weather y'all having? It turned out to be great out here.
Oh yeah. What kind of temps you
Houston,
got today?
Texas.
Oh, you're in Houston. Okay, I got you. Yeah, it runs a little colder out where I'm at.
Bless you. Violent. Yeah. Right? Yeah, no, it was muggy as shit till just about like an hour ago when the sun starts going down.
Oh, okay. Andrea said that there are two kinds of Fireball, which I was not aware of. A whiskey and a Fireball malt, and they are actually getting sued because of it, right? Huh?
Yeah, because it's at gas stations now here in Houston. I know you can't do liquor at a gas station here.
Hmm. I
But
wonder. I know the stuff. Like Jess bought me a bottle for my birthday a couple years ago, and it said Fireball whiskey on it, but
that's probably whiskey.
I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't feel like whiskey. You know what I mean? It didn't go down like whiskey. Hey, what's up, Andrea? All right, simping time. I'm not sure if I've done this with Andrea yet or not, but can we all just take a minute to appreciate how freaking attractive she is? Okay, I'm done.
Yep. Dude, that's not. See, like at least he did it like all classy. Like the guys I work with will literally when somebody walks by.
Yeah, you gotta simp in just the right way so as not to make them want to kill you, you know.
Oh man, I make sure I have each one of their cards on me. So that when the lady turns around and gives them that dirty look, I'm like, here you go. That's CAVALLA. So
Oh, expect a call from a pissed off husband.
or if they ask for something to write on, I hand them one of their own cards.
There you go.
Mark fucking hates it.
Yeah, I will simp on a girl just because of her profile picture. I don't care if it's really her or not.
Yeah, see, no, it's a little more than that with these dudes. It's gross. Like, hey, those two homeless guys just took that homeless girl around the building. You want to go see? No, I don't want to go see. At the fuck
Hmm.
up. creepy.
I can't look at it right now. I can't. I'm on a phone, so I can't look at anything while I'm live. It'll have to wait till later.
Man, that poor dog. You know, I told you my mom just passed, right? So they got an old ass dog in this backyard. He's 14, and he's husky. Man, he is hanging in there.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
They know, man. Like they know when something's up.
He was barking.
Huskies are a cool looking dog.
He was barking at me like crazy that night because we had a fire back here.
I've read stories of like dogs find out where their owners are buried, and it doesn't matter where you take them. Like they will walk to that grave and just lay there. You know.
I've heard that. Oh, where you live at? What part of the country you in? You got snow or you got weather?
I'm in Indiana. Um, we were supposed to get a bunch of snow, but we just got like a shitload of rain, and then it got cold. So we didn't get that big storm that we were supposed to. Zach Wild's one of my favorite guitar players.
Airplane after airplane after airplane.
It's fine. No, Jen A, I can't screen share, so um, I can't play anything that isn't already saved into my StreamYard deal. I wish I could. People have offered to send me laptops and stuff, so I'd be able to screen share, but man, I don't know.
You don't do it off a laptop?
I'm always on the verge. What's that?
You don't do it off of a laptop? You do it off of a phone?
Yeah, I don't have a laptop. All I have is a phone.
Hell yeah. Nice.
So I'm limited as to what I can do. I wish I could screen share, man. I could make some cooler things, but and people have offered to give me laptops, just so I could make my channel better or whatever. But like
Or a
I'm always
tablet.
on the verge. I don't know if a tablet will work. Somebody offered me one of those too. Um, but like I'm always thinking, man, I'm just going to shut this fucking thing down. And if somebody sends me a laptop so I can make my channel better, and I shut it down, that's kind of that makes me a worse asshole than I already am. And
You just gotta
plus,
compensate, man.
I live out of a backpack, man. So that's one more thing I got to lug around.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, same deal. Same deal. We travel for work, so we go all over, everywhere. Like Colorado, California, Texas. We go everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. You said you were supposed to get snow. Yeah, fuck that snow. I'll never live where there's snow again. Have that stuff.
I don't mind snow. I like I go out in the middle of snowstorms and play around. The only time I don't like it is like if you have to drive somewhere and then you got other idiots on the road that want to that don't know how to drive on it. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about snow is
Nope. Yeah, no, it blew my mind. The shit I learned living in Nebraska. You have to shovel while it's snowing. You can't just wait for it to stop snowing. I'm like, what the fuck you mean I gotta go out there and shovel? It's snowing. For real.
well.
You have to. Otherwise it's gonna
Sometimes the thing is though, Like I go out when I had a house, I will go out and shovel snow while it's snowing because if you don't have a snowblower, if all you have is a shovel, and even sometimes when you do have a snowblower, if you just let it get piled 2 feet high, it's going to take a very long time. It'd be very hard to get it all cleared. But if you clear it every couple of hours as it's coming down, then you have an easier time.
Yeah, and when they say get your car off the street for the plow, they mean get your fucking car off the street, or it's gonna be packed in there.
Oh yeah, or hit or towed or yeah.
Yeah, fuck that snow. Like I told you what I do with the roofing. I'm just sitting here shoveling, thinking, like, fuck, I'm just gonna go get my propane thrower.
There you go. I mean, well, no, you probably don't have enough for it to be a problem, but like if you have like more than a couple inches, if you use a flamethrower and it just makes water, then it freezes and turns into ice, then that could be a problem unless
Go
you
through,
just stay there on it.
yeah, go through tank after tank.
Hmm.
I mean, I saw memes of people doing it. I don't know if anybody would actually do that, but
It
I
doesn't
mean,
really,
it gets pretty.
it doesn't really work all that well, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't think so, but it did get pretty. You got some snow in Omaha. It got up there. My first blizzard scared the shit out of me driving through a blizzard,
Oh yeah.
and it was and there was a winter. It wasn't even that much snow. It was just cold as fuck, and my truck ran out of gas, and I put on everything I had, and just I could see my exit, literally see it. So I was like, fuck it, I can make it, and I put on everything I had. Looked like that kid from A Christmas Story when he fell down, can't get back up.
Oh,
Puffed up.
Ralphie, I can't get up.
Yeah,
Yep.
I put on everything I had in the truck, and all right, here we go. And jumped out and start running down the freeway, and instantly a car pulls over, and they're like, "No, come on, get in here. People die like that. Don't do that."
Hmm. In some states, it's the law that if you see somebody stranded like that, you have to stop and help them. And in some states, it's actually illegal to do that because they were trying to stop hitchhikers. But I don't give a fuck, man. I see somebody having trouble like that, I'm going to stop. You know.
Dude, snow scary shit.
Yeah.
Ice on
And
the
that's if
road.
you like we always carry packs in our vehicles. That extra clothes and food and water and whatever in there in case that happens because you don't know how long you're going to be stranded out there. You want to carry blankets and heat, hand warmers and whatever.
Yeah, I don't work like that anymore. I don't travel like that. Not now with the roofing. We get hotel rooms and shit for the night. So
Yeah.
yeah, I get fucking spoiled.
So, do you like traveling around and that kind of thing, or no?
Oh, absolutely. I get to
Cool.
move around. I get to see stuff. I get to go places, and
Hmm.
it's cool. I won't take the company truck after hours. After once we get back to the hotel, I don't fucking Uber. I don't do any of that shit. This is about the most I've done. I don't Facebook. I don't do none of that. And so I'm much on foot. I'll get on my phone, find something, find a pool table within 30, 45-minute walk, and I've walked an hour to get somewhere. But it
Hmm.
don't. I mean, you get to see shit. You're somewhere different.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never had a job where I had to travel constantly, but like I would have to go here and there for training seminars or whatever that kind of bullshit. And yeah, I always liked that part of it, getting to see new cities that I would have never seen otherwise.
And I play a lot of pool, so I like moving around,
Mm.
finding a pool table.
Man, I haven't played pool in a long time.
I play a lot of pool. Not that good at it. Not like I'm not saying like not one of those guys.
No,
I
I
had
wasn't either.
one of those guys play last night to deal with. You know, he told me, people around here don't really like to play me because they know I only play $1,000 games. Okay, whatever, buddy.
Fuck that. Sometimes I think people um, set standards that high because they actually suck, and they just want everybody to think they're good. You know.
Well, yeah, yeah. Because I told him I was like $1,000 game, son. So what do you owe me, like $4,000? That dude, I
Yeah.
beat him 4 times in a row. He was not that good, cranking every one of them, trying to show off.
Well, Gen A, I try. I do listen to all kinds of music just to see if I'm gonna like it. And
That shit's happening.
I certainly respect somebody with a lot of talent. Um, where even if I don't like their music, I can still respect when they have talent, you know. Sea Monkeys. Yeah, did you guys like my new intro?
Well, you heard him. So let's get naked. Okay.
There you go. That's the uniform. Take it off,
So
baby.
I told her, I was like, you heard him. He said get naked.
Hell yeah.
No, I probably just spilled soda on myself.
Oh, right on.
There we go. And you're a dumbass. That just happened.
Here,
I love it
I'll
when people
play
argue.
I'll play the new intro again for people that missed it, and you guys tell me what you think if you haven't already. Give me 1 second.
Tough.
All right. Later, dude. Yep, you heard a Zippo. All right, good night, Gina. There you are.
There we go. Told you I was new with this.
Hey, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
God dang it, man. This dude has no regard for personal space. Come on, man. Go. Go somewhere. Look, even. I'm just waiting for him to just old dog, like, get me.
Waiting for who to get you?
You didn't see this thing? This dog that just came up on my parents' dog. I had him on.
I
He
was
was like right here. He has no regard for personal
okay.
space. He just walks right up on you.
Well, I mean, hump him one time and see what happens.
I'm not touching that dog. He's 14. His legs don't work. He's deaf, half blind. He bumps into something. You know?
Huh, sounds like me.
Fair enough. He got out of the yard. Now do you want to fucking pick him up, put him back in the car?
Hmm. Does he act like that's the one that just lost his owner, right? Is that the one that just lost his owner? No? Okay.
No. He's just old, 14-year-old husky. Bad hips, can barely walk.
Oh, all right, dude. I got a shit ton of messages piling up, so I'm gonna have to jump off of here. I think somebody needs my immediate attention.
Right on.
Uh,
Good talking to
Thanks
you.
for coming up though, dude. And like, yeah, don't be afraid to talk about shit that's bothering you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, dude. You take it easy.
All right, later on.
All right, later. All right. Thank you all for letting me test out my madness on you. I don't know when I'll be back or whatever. I have no idea what's going on with anybody else tonight. So, but y'all stay naked.